Scorpio, are you in love? Are you falling in love? I got a sense of that just as I picked up this deck and was shuffling, and I was like, let's get the camera rolling, because I'm like, I feel like Scorpio is in love, or they're falling in love. Okay, what's going on? I kept seeing the word love. Actually, was seeing the word love. Okay. What is going on? Scorpio. It is Tuesday. It's time for our Scorpio reading. I'm going to split it. Alright. We're going to do it this way. We're not going to shuffle. We're just going to... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. There's the word love. So, from heartache to sorrow, peace, love. 3 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups. From 3 to 2. Okay. All right. The Sun. The 8 of Cups. Ten of Swords. Oppression. Somebody could have gotten rid of another person. Or they were feeling very much... That's what it is. Somebody found somebody else. Or they're about to meet somebody else. Brand new. And they're in love. Look at that face. There's like a face in this sun. It reminds me of something. It's young. It's fun. It's pleasurable. It's young. It's happy. It's content. It's a little feisty. It's cute. It's reminding me of something like a statue, like what you would see like a Roman or a Greek goddess on a statue. It's reminding me of that. Okay. I'm also getting something about like, okay, a unicorn. A unicorn. Okay. Yeah. So something that is mystical, magical, holds a lot of healing properties. Very, very different, unique. There's a lot of beautiful, incredible spiritual symbology surrounding a unicorn. I highly suggest looking up the metaphysical or the spiritual meaning of a unicorn. If you don't, it's fine. But if you want to get more insight on what this could be meaning for you, I highly suggest looking at it. Just researching it. It might mean something to you. Could be a very key point. Could get some inspiration from it, or other. So, now, so what is it that happened? What happened in the past? Somebody moved too soon. Okay, you moved too soon. You were too vulnerable too soon. Got the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Somebody moved too soon. Somebody is too vulnerable too soon. You can't do that. You can't do that. No. You can't lay out your cards a little bit too soon. You can't be so transparent. I don't care what other people say. No. I don't care what they say. No. You can't be that way. No. It's a lie. It's a lie. My opinion. So take it for whatever it's worth. But it's a lie. No. Don't do that. Don't be too open too quick. Okay? Don't be, and especially like talking about your scars and your pain and your weaknesses. Don't share that with people. I highly recommend not doing it. I really do. And that could have been part of whatever this was. Something just doesn't work. Something hasn't been working, and it's because you're too vulnerable. You're too open outwardly, immediately. Okay? And that's what causes this Ten of Wands, this oppression. Okay? I mean, how many times people use your weaknesses against you? You tell somebody something, and what do? They use it right on you. You get into an argument, they're like, oh, this is what hurts them. I have never met a human that doesn't do that. Have you? Well, maybe just kind of keep it quiet then. All right. Tell me about this new person. This new thing. What's the new approach? Well, let's talk about the new person first. For Scorpio. This new person that's coming in. I feel like somebody's like really, really excited. Almost like getting swept off their feet a little bit. Seven of Swords. Princess of Pentacles in reverse. And the Seven of Swords. Four Cups. Scorpio. Either you or the person that you're dealing with. No good. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. They have a past. Maybe, okay, they could be saying that when they were younger, maybe they did something that wasn't so good. You get the Four Cups here. Give me more on this person. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put it this way. I'll tell you what I think you're doing. You are meeting people online. You're going to be meeting people online. Something like that. There could be a level of distance or something like that. I feel like you could be getting possessed or trapped by the things that people say, but you don't know them because you're not around them, so you're unable to really understand them as a complete whole. Okay, and that's the advantage that a lot of people that are scammers, or people that are bad, or people that have things, you know, going for them, is that they don't have that element. You know, they can take away that element from you, so you don't know. Only thing that you can do is go off of blind faith, saying that this was meant to be, you know, yada yada yada. It's probably not very difficult to find out what people like and to kind of like charm them with that. Okay, so I would be very, very careful. I'm going to say I don't think that this is really, you know, and you might feel like this person could be older and wiser. Maybe they're very, you know, skilled with, you know, with the way that they talk. But, you know, maybe they could be, you know, gaining insight or something like that from other people. You know, learning certain things in order to trick, bedazzle people. And there's also about something rushing. You know, again, you got there's an element here about, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like you like to rush things. You like to rush things because you're in a hurry. You want that love. You want it right now because, you know, you waited so long, yada, yada, yada. You have to start kind of pulling that back a little bit because that's why you keep getting hurt. Okay? What's advice for Scorpio? Princess of Wands, Ace of Cups. For me, it's about, you know, like it for what it is, okay? You know, sometimes people get lonely, you know, and they just want somebody to talk to. That's fine. If that's all that you want it to be, then fine. It's cool. Just know that that's what it is. You know, sometimes people do that. They kind of like to get online. They like to talk to people. They like to flirt, you know, stuff like that. Don't let that make you fall in love with somebody or develop feelings for somebody. If that's what it is, and that's all it is. All right? I feel like the trouble is like you're confusing that with love. It makes you fall in love because that's part of whatever it is that draws your attention, that attracts you. Okay? Tell you about this Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands again. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, 3 aces. Let me do that. 7 of Wands. Valor. Oh no, that's the Wheel of Fortune. That's not the Ace. Yeah, it's the Wheel of Fortune. That's not the Ace of Pentacles. That 7 of Wands is, there could be something that you need to start doing. If that is what you do, or that's how you meet people or whatever, I feel like there's a new way that you need to kind of go about it. I feel like there could be something or someone around the corner. There's a certain behavior or pattern that you need to kind of stop doing. You know, however it is that you're meeting people or becoming subjected to certain things. And I'm not saying that all people at a distance are bad. I mean, that's not true. Not all, but something about, I feel like it's the expediency of whatever it is that you're wanting or looking for is part of what is the problem. Okay? If you're looking for something long term, generally people that want long term also are very slow. Like an earthy energy. They're slow. They're not going to rush into anything. Okay? Somebody that is, you know, just wanting something right now that's kind of like fun and they're not really good for settling down, well then, you know, indulge, you know, because that's pretty much all you're going to get. It depends on what you're looking for. Okay? If you're looking for the excitement and you kind of like, there's a lot of people that do that. They want the excitement. They want it, you know, only for a brief time. They might talk to somebody for like a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months tops, then they're moving on to someone else. You generally know by like the time period. You can generally tell, you know, the way different people are, you know, how quickly it is that they move on to certain things. And you can learn patterns, you know, with people. And, you know, at some point then you're like, they're not really that serious. I'm just going to wait. And then they're just going to kind of go off on their own. And generally that, you know, at least from my experience, that's what happens, you know. So if you know what they're doing, then you'll know to kind of pull back, how much to kind of, you know, allow. All right? So, it's double here. 7 of Pentacles. That's a victory. There's 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. That's all it is. I mean, it's just something that you're going to continue. It's going to continue to kind of go over and over and over and over and over again. So you can either do something and change something about the way it is that you're doing something now, or you know, just continue. And whichever path you choose is fine. It's okay. Just know whatever it is that you're getting into. How much you need to kind of give to this and then not give to that. What is it that you want and you desire? Maybe it's good to kind of like write down, you know, take a list of, you know, take stock of whatever it is that you're desiring out of a person, you know, and then trying to kind of be those things or try to figure out how to kind of get those things out of a person, you know, if that makes sense. All right. Queen of Wands. I really feel like that's what it is. Queen of Wands is somebody who moves fast. They move on quick, okay? They like to get into things really, really quick. And they grow bored. And then they kind of like, you know, because once the fire starts to kind of go down, if you figure you have so much, you know, kindling, you have so much wood. And it's going to be burning, you know, just ferocious, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, the more fuel, the more accelerant, the more wood, whatever it is that you put on it. But then at some point, you start to run out of wood. You run out of, you know, you run out of things to burn. And what happens? The fire starts to go down. It starts to snuff itself out, you know. It just has nothing left to burn. So then you have to go on someplace else to make another fire. You have to get more stuff to make more fire. It's the same thing, okay? When you put too much onto the fire, it burns too hot. And then eventually there's nothing left to throw into it. Then it just kind of like burns itself out. There's no more fuel, okay? And that's what this Queen of Wands is. The Queen of Wands always needs excitement. Once this starts to go down, the Queen of Wands has to move on to something else, okay? Now, this could be you, or it could be somebody that you're dealing with. You could be dealing with a Queen of Wands that's like that. I know. Some of us have dealt with Queen of Wands like that. And when you understand, you know, the way that they operate, you understand the way that they are with their language. They like to do things quick, okay? And so if you wait, you can give it a couple of months, you know, 3 months tops. You're going to know if you're ready to move on to like the next phase of whatever that is. Because once that passion's burnt, they're out the door, okay? It's pretty easy to kind of like, you know, spot it if you're really paying attention. And then you just wait. Okay? So, that's when I got Scorpio. Leaving it there. Alright. You decide what you want with this next person, but I don't see them. 7 of Swords and, you know, Princess of Pentacles in reverse. This could be somebody who does something, you know, flatters you, gives you a gift, you know, very, very quickly. They have intentions in order to draw you in and trap you. So once you understand and recognize that, you know, the clock, you start the clock. The clock starts to tick. You know that that's what their motivation is. They want something from you. That's it. All right. Like, comment, share, follow. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can email becomethestar1111@gmail.com. Or you can contact me through Instagram. Become the Star. All one word. All lowercase letters. Make sure you're paying attention to the spelling, because I have scammers out there pretending to be me. Alright. That's it. Good luck, Scorpio. I'll see you next week.